give a thumbs down to my stomach. Ever since last night, I've been on the toilet. And I mean, I woke up this morning from 8 o'clock class. I made it to class, took the quiz. About 8:15, back on the toilet. And I was in there for about 8:30. Teacher was about to count me absent because she was like, I thought you were just going to skip class. But I didn't. And then I left class, I had my other one. Then I went home and back on the toilet. Took me a 30-minute nap, back on the toilet. And then I called my friend, and she couldn't give me any kind of support. You can kiss my ass for not giving me any kind of support. You remember that. When you sleep at night, remember, slap you dead on your forehead.
And we'll be right back with more shout-out thumbs down. Welcome back for more shout-out and thumbs down. I'll start it all. Shout-out to Aaron Brooks for being voted the most improved player in the NBA. Very happy. Rockets on the map.
Yeah, I mean, he deserved that.
He did.
He deserved that. He really does deserve that. I'm gonna give a warning shout-out to the Thunder. Thunder, you better step this shit up. Plain and simple. I know you're going back home, but just because you're going back home and the games are getting closer doesn't mean you're automatically going to get you a victory.
I
you got to play some ball. Play some ball.
I think it does.
I mean, when you go back home, you think you get that close, you be like, man, if we was at home, we probably would have won it. But once you're going back home, don't mean you relax. Yeah. You still got to play hard and come with it. And to you too, Chicago, quit. You gave that game.
Yeah, you did. You gave it up.
I'd like to give a shout out to Scott Brooks of the Oklahoma City Thunder, winning Coach of the Year for the NBA. Yes. Congratulations, buddy. Got 50 wins, which is 27 more wins than you had last year. Woo. So very proud of the Thunder.
I'm pretty sure, I don't know if y'all talked about Roethlisberger.
Yeah, I'm about to get his name.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the staff of Pittsburgh, Rooney, or whatever your name is. Whoever gave you the suspension, I believe it's due. I mean, if he behaves right, they'll lessen the suspension. I mean, to me that's pretty good, especially even though he didn't get convicted or charged with anything. The fact is that you suspended him, and I think it's pretty good now. I mean,
oh no, man, that came from the hammer.
That came from Goodell.
That came from the hammer.
Yeah, so shout out to Goodell for suspending someone other
than a brother.
And shout out again to the Rooney family. Y'all don't know this, but they're talking about suspending Ben Roethlisberger for a longer period of time, team-wise.
Yeah, so they might as well get ready for that season. If that quarterback, whoever, Dixon?
Dennis
Dixon. And ain't they trying to get, what's the name?
They brought back Byron Leftwich.
They got Byron Leftwich, and they have signed him to a one-year extension on his deal.
Yeah, so it might work. Thumbs down to you, Bud Selig. I forgot the pitcher from the Reds.
Yes,
you suspended the pitcher while he's on the DL.
60-day deal.
So that means what?
Once
he comes back, he can play once he gets off the DL. So pretty much your suspension is nothing. It's stupid.
Terrible.
You made a fool of yourself. Suspend him after he gets off the DL. I bet his ass be off the DL tomorrow.
You can quote me. You can quote me.
Just quote me. If his ass was suspended after he got off the DL, he'd be off the DL tomorrow. Just wouldn't be in the lineup.
Chris gonna block on this.
Yeah.
I said it, Marge. But shout out to the Houston Astros. You have won tonight. You now have 4 wins in a row. Very proud of you. Late come from behind win. Loving it from the Houston Astros. About damn time you started playing to your potential. Still not saying playoffs yet. Because you're still 5-10.
Thumbs down to my Chicago Bulls for having not woken up since you clinched that playoff berth. You have given away 2 games to Cleveland, games that you were pretty much into. Game 2 you should have won. You could have won, but no, you blew it. You go back home, you better not blow the shit.
Thumbs down to my White Sox. My White Sox got their ass whipped 12-0 by the Rays. Step your shit up. Plain and simple.
Baseball.
Come on. You got to do something. I know you won't win your division. I know. But still, 12-0 is an ass whooping. Don't do it. Even though the Braves are what? They probably what best team in baseball as of right now, huh?
Yeah.
Still, 12-0 is pretty bad.
Was it at home?
Yeah.
That was at home?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we lost at home.
At home.
I'd like to give a shout out to Dwayne Wade's playoff wardrobe. Hey man, they be joking on you. I think it's pretty awesome.
At times.
I think it's awesome all
Like
the
the
time.
Clinton Portis of the NBA.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Wear what you want, because I think it's really cool that you can express your own feelings.
I want to give a thumbs down to my Texas Rangers for giving away a chance of a victory against the Boston Red Sox the other night. Unfortunately, they had it up 6-4, and then Boston came back to tie it, and the bottom 6-6, and they blew it in the ninth. Way to go! You let me down again on a 4 or 5 game losing streak now, and I think
Thumbs down to Wes for not realizing this team really does suck.
Shout out to the Rangers because they just lost again to the Red Sox in the 12 minutes.
Yeah, see, that's what I thought. Well, that's about a 6-game losing streak now.
Shout out to the NFL Draft being tomorrow. It's what every football fan loves to see. The NFL Draft, your future being made. Love to see it. Can't wait to see it tomorrow. And Friday and Saturday.
Give a shout out to the Bruins. 6th seed over the Sabres, about to be the 6th seed, going over the 3rd seed in the first round. They're up 3-1. Woo. They won in double overtime today.
Oh, yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Cleveland. In his 2 days of playing softball, he has gotten 3 home runs. Very impressive, I have to say. And I also have to give a thumbs down to Cleveland at the same time, because as he was playing for his 4th home run, he was rounding 3rd, and I know that he could hear me and Chris shouting just to go home, but he says he could not hear us. But Cleveland, I don't think you should take over for the rest of this one.
I couldn't hear, man. I mean, literally, I was trying to run for the cycle for the game, but after I realized I'm only going to get 3 at-bats, that 3rd at-bat, I said I might as well go home anyway.
Cleveland was tired.
Yes, I
Steven
was.
rounded first base, and then I don't know what happened. But just started trotting.
What about that 3rd base coach, Cleveland?
Well, thumbs down to Chris Neff. If you're going to tell somebody to go, give my brother some hand signals, because I can't hear anything when you're running.
You run.
That's right.
I want to give a shout out to the other girl on the other team from yesterday in the outfield. You was out there with no cleats on.
Oh, yeah.
But you was out there working. You was out there working.
You was
You was working. You was sliding and working, but you was out there.
Well, she was running.
Pretty good. And shout out to y'all catcher. She had some nice legs.
And then she disappeared.
She had nice legs.
I'd like to give a shout out to myself. Because that was a damn good game yesterday. I couldn't believe I did that shit. I couldn't believe I actually had 2 home runs.
Give a shout out to Popeyes yesterday. Well, thumbs down to Popeyes, because y'all took forever with everybody else chicken. This one young lady was in there for about 30 minutes, steaming that she couldn't get her chicken. It took her a long time to get her chicken.
She got a 2-piece.
Thumbs down to Popeyes, because that restaurant was messy.
It was dirty in there.
Where's the people to clean that crap up, man?
Tweet. She wasn't at work. She got the day off.
Thumbs down to the gay couple that was out there at Popeyes. That was just wrong.
Oh, man.
I have no problem personally with gay couples. I would just think that if there is one, I would hope that at least one of them will be masculine.
Yes.
Please.
To know who's the dominant one in the relationship.
So Chris
I
said
really
he does
couldn't
not
tell.
want 2 fairies.
He really couldn't tell. But I mean, more power to